time y'all take them shows, huh? I just telling Stone you about to get married.
Yeah.
Watch them shows, though.
Yeah.
You like me? I be in the back room. They watch all the shows.
What shows they should watch?
Man, she like to watch all those killing,
crime shows.
Yeah,
like she watch
I
you.
get tired of seeing people. Man, and I sleep. We fight over the channel. I put it on ESPN. She put it on the Mystery Channel. I click it back over to ESPN when I wake up. It's back on the Mystery Channel.
Yep.
Yeah, I know me and my girl, we try to balance it out. Like, especially if I've been at work all day, she know I want to watch, like, what to see what I done missed.
Mm-hmm.
But then if sometimes she been chilling there already, or she watching something on Netflix, I'll just keep it rolling. Like, we got our shows that we go to. Like, we be on Grey's Anatomy hard. She love Frasier. She love. Grey's Anatomy tough.
That's the hospital show?
Yes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They got about 15 seasons of it, bro. Like,
I ain't never seen it.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. It's tough.
Yeah.
Like, it be having you, like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, like, chill.
For real?
I'm like, bro, chill. Like, I felt the tear trying to come. Like, bro, no. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Which one would you want out of the three?
Oh, you know what? So you
play them, man.
I want the For the City.
Oh, you want me to play that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See. Or no, Uncle King do determination.
OzzeyDoesIt. Yeah. I know y'all get tired of me talking about the crime.
So you still in Temple?
Yeah, we just moved to Killeen.
Oh, did y'all?
Yeah, we in
got family in
Killeen.
Killeen, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
OzzeyDoesIt.
Jay.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I think Jay back in
You know
Waco.
what I really hate
Is she?
I think she up there with Daddy.
Excuses.
Yeah, I think looking. Yeah, I think she is. Because I know I would always end up seeing her around instead of being out and about. All the time. Yeah.
All that talking to me is really useless. Early bird gets the worm how I was raised. And I go to sleep late most of my days. Folks out here not trying to get it, kill me. Don't you got kids to raise? I know you gotta feel me. How you gon' quit your job cause you don't like it? And you don't even have another on the way. As a man, you gotta bring home the bacon. I guess you don't like breakfast, but that's okay. I know that I ain't gon' cut it with my babe. We both breadwinners talking BWA. We like to play a life, so we really work hard.
Yeah, remember, sometimes we on live. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing that yesterday. I was just talking and I was like, oh, it's on live. I didn't even know.
Okay.
It's good.
She keep texting my phone, bro. I ain't even there trying to play no games, bro.
Yo, what the message say?
Really just be me and game.
Okay. 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 I can bring you in at a break. We're gonna go ahead and start. Yeah. So okay, that's cool. Nah, you good. Oh yeah, everybody can get there. So do we need to change the shot now? Cause he gonna come in later.
Say she wanna thought, but I'm not bad enough. Say she wanna
I see what you're saying.
Change. You know what I'm saying?
Should we just leave it the same way if he gonna come in later?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Okay. That's cool. All right. We ready? Everybody phone on silent? All right, we about to roll. The Facebook logged in?
Yep.
We good. All right, we about to hit it.
Anytime, man.
All right. Got this track. Yeah, we good. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Let's get it. Catch you on the rebound. I got my people in here with me today, man. Yes, sir. From right to left, I got Big O, my childhood friend, man, like my brother in the mix. I got my uncle in here, man, my coach, my second father, man, everything to me, you know what I'm saying? And I got my cousin in here, G. So gonna let y'all hear some of his sauce in a little bit, man. We go ahead and give y'all a round of applause for coming through here. Yes, sir. So, we all basically done been around each other our whole lives. We spend a lot of time with each other, whether it's playing football or whether it's just you being my uncle at family events and all kind of stuff. We just gonna get right into the mental health stuff, so we can talk about the other stuff like right after that. Like we're gonna let you go first, Unc, since you the oldest. Just talk about like what was it like for you, like when you lost your brother, who was my father? Like what was that like for you?
Well, it was strange because I kind of felt like that I needed to be strong for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know? So it was real strange.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I know I had to try to be strong for everybody else. So
Yeah.
you know, I just did the best I could, just try to push through it. You know, and I don't question God. So
Yeah.
therefore, you know, I just said it was God's will. And just try to just push on through life and just make sure that I guess you can say that I made my brother proud in being who I was, you know.
Yeah, I feel that, and it was always. I was glad I had you around because, like you being his brother, sometimes I feel like I could talk to you more than I could talk to him.
Yeah,
which is probably the way God designed it. You know what I'm saying? I think about it now, like if I was to have kids and stuff like that. In certain times where we just wouldn't be able to see eye to eye, like if I have friends around and I have people around that they do have a relationship with that they can talk to, then I'll be fine. I don't have to worry about nothing because they're going to come back and tell me anyway. Right. So it was just, I was so thankful to have you around in my life. And yeah, so like, okay, this is like a totally different turn. Like Big O, like you grew up without your dad.
Yeah.
So you kind of felt that at a really younger age from like a different dynamic. Like what was that like?
It would to say it's definitely different because you know I feel like especially as a young black man, you know you kind of yearn to have that kind of person you look up to, and you know my circumstances like my pops wasn't there like that. I grew up in a household full of women, so you know mama had to play the point of being mama and daddy at times. So you know, and I respect the heck out of her for that because you know not every woman can do that. Yeah. You know, because at times, you know, your mother seemed more of that nurturer, that lover, if you will, but then, you know, your pops is more of that, you know, authoritarian figure, you know, that aggressor. Yeah. So at times, you know, she's loving, but then times, you know, she had to really lay down the law at times. And, like, you know, me as a man now, you know how I'm about with, you know, my fiance and the women I interact with in life and everything, you know, it's such a difference in that, and I'm thankful for it to a point because it's like it really helped. And I mean, like I said, it was a bit of a void without that father figure, but you know, mama more than made up for it.
Straight up. Shout out to Sharon, man.
For real.
Gee, so like obviously like you younger, but you was still affected. You know what I mean? Like you grew up around my dad for a little bit. Like what was that like for you?
I mean, I was young, so it's like I understood what death was, but I didn't understand the toll it took on everybody else. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was just like me, like, dang, I lost my uncle. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But like as I got older, like, for like, example, my recent situation, I just lost a homeboy. Yeah. He got killed or whatever. And I wasn't there. I was on a college visit or whatever, and I got the text or whatever. And a lot of my homeboys, like, they were family, like. They were all they had. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I got a family, so it's like, I kind of learned from my family, from y'all, how to, like, how can you say it?
Like console them.
Yeah, to make them feel better, keep their head up high. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, and I'm still kind of playing that role. You know? Yeah. It's like everything gonna be straight. Just do everything you can for him. What you know he wanted you to do.
Straight up. That's what's up, man. And it's I'm glad you say that because it's like I didn't realize like most of our homeboys didn't have a dad growing up, bro.
True, very true. Like it was a lot of our boys come from like that one parent household or even not even having a parent at all. Yeah.
Right. Straight up, and that's why people turn to gangs and stuff like that. And this is like most people see like gangs and stuff like that as bad, but if you look at it from like that perspective, if you don't have no family, like obviously you want to be around some, you want to know that somebody care about you. From a hood perspective.
And it's just as a young man coming up, it's like I need to feel like I got somebody that has my back, somebody that I feel like if stuff gets real, I got somebody that can have my back. And you know, like you were saying, people see, you know, the gang situation as a negative at times, but that person doesn't see it in that connotation. You know, they see it as this is a positive. This is I need to have some family. And they yearning for that family, and it's what they turn to sometimes.
Stay homeboy, stay locals is what they, you know.
Yeah.
So, Unc, you like we grew up on the South Side, but like you grew up in like Berry Hill. From was it like seeing the way this stuff is today, like the way that you grew up? Is it totally different, or is like some of the stuff kind of the same?
Well, it's a little bit the same.
Okay.
But it's totally different.
Yeah.
It's totally different. I don't know. You know, I always say that what the kids now are the breed of our society.
Okay.
It's scary. You know.
Yeah. From like the way y'all came up.
Yeah, because we were bulldogs. You know what I'm saying? We were just crazy.
Yeah.
So we didn't have an understanding, really.
Okay.
You know, so I think the kids nowadays don't have an understanding.
True.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because we didn't, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. I mean, G, you are that kid of that generation. So like how would you like express how y'all feel? Like you just lost one of your friends. Like how do you feel about it?
I mean, I get a lot of knowledge from my dad or whatever, and I really take that. Like, I really listen to him and take it, and I try to spit it on my friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like seeing how they react to certain situations, stuff like that, I see it was nobody to tell them what he's been telling me.
For
You know what I mean? But
sure.
it's kind of hard for me to give it to them the way he's giving it to me because, I mean, you just Garvin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like it's coming from an elder. It's coming from somebody your age.
True. It's like somebody passed this down to me. Like I didn't just learn this on my own. Like I imagine, like as a father, like you would try to keep him away from some of the stuff that you had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? By telling him beforehand when you see him on kind of on the path or on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't live nowhere near like I lived, and I tried to make sure of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. As we all should as fathers, man. We all black men in here, so just other than mental health, obviously that is like a big thing. Like death is one side of it, but like we was outside talking to a guy who was talking about like losing his job or something like that. Like I got released a couple times and like I didn't realize like people not having a job and like marriages and relationships going wrong, like all that stuff play into it too. Like all that stuff is how'd you like elaborate on that?
As far as
just anything that don't have to do with like death, like necessarily like losing somebody.
Yeah, like you say, you know, it's all mental health and you control it.
Yeah.
You know, I try my best to control the way that my day goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so losing a job, I can imagine that's just in life in general is mental health.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you wake up in the morning, you have to determine on what your day is about to be.
True.
You know, is it going to be a bad day or is it going to be a good day?
Mm-hmm.
But you determine that.
Mm-hmm.
The way I feel, you determine that.
Yeah.
You know, even if you get up and it's a messed up situation, you determine on if it's going to be good or bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that. Big O. I'm gonna just say Roadhouse. We ain't gonna really mention everything, but I really want you to elaborate on that whole Roadhouse situation.
All right. So for those that don't know me exactly ins and out, Ozzy does it the name on the mic. You know, trying to bring a bit of this real rap vibe back to the world.
Yes, sir.
And you know, if anybody listens to my music, you know, I talk a lot about my different grinds, my different hustles of life. And I've been a server since I was a sophomore at University of Mary Hardin Baylor. I was playing football, so as soon as off season would hit, I was a server, getting to my money and everything. Been a server for this month makes it 8 years. I've been involved in the restaurant industry, and I'm actually getting into the management field now. But you know, I've always been. A lot of people have buku regulars from probably about the age of 13 to about 99. They come sit in my section all day, every day, and ask for me from the different restaurants I've been to. Yeah. Had a stint where I worked at Texas Roadhouse. It was almost 2 years. Okay. Went there, had all my regulars. There was one manager. She really, I feel like she just had a vendetta towards me. She literally just didn't like me or anything. Like, I don't know what it was, but she had the respect. I feel like you got to respect the real when you see somebody's great, and a lot of people are coming in saying, hey, we want Oliver. If we can't sit with Oliver, we don't want to come in. You know, and that was a lot of the crowd. Yeah. I'm just saying, when it's a Monday at 9 o'clock and you're on a wait, Monday's not a busy day at all in the restaurant industry. Okay. Monday, we on a wait at 9 o'clock because the last 5 tables came in, they all want to sit in my section. Yeah. But you're gonna tell me I'm not good at what I do? Come on now. So what she did, it was a Sunday. And, you know, my work in radio, I had to finish up some stuff for my shows on Sunday. And normally I have to work at 11:30 on Sundays. They flipped the schedule on me. I was at 11 o'clock. I was unaware. Okay. So I'm like, okay. So I came in 30 minutes late. Literally, the radio station was right down the street, though. Yeah. And it's a Sunday. Normally, we don't start getting busier till about 1 o'clock or so. Yeah. She was like, well, you're late. I was like, and I looked around the restaurant. I'm like, I'm sorry, Marie, it's not even that busy in here. Low key, I probably just helped some more people get some more money because they picked up some tables that I would have taken. Yeah. You weren't busy at all.
You let them eat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know? And then so she wants to sit down and talk. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Yeah. So she sits me down and was like, I just don't like how you operate. I don't like how she literally tried to say, I had a busboy, I had a table of 8. They all had alcoholic beverages. So I take all the drinks on the tray. Yeah. It was like 7 that fit. I had one that needed to follow. He was chilling. I was like, hey, you mind following me with that drink so I can make it one run? So I had to justify myself on that, telling her I'm not just having people do my work for me. Yeah. And then she's trying to say that, you know, I was taking forever to get these drinks, but these same drinks, it took forever. This table of 8 people left me about $50 tips. Obviously, I'm doing something right. For sure. So she tried to nitpick and find things and try to say, like, you're not, and she was wanting to send me home for the day. I was supposed to work all day. I was supposed to work a double that day. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I want you to go home. I said, so one of your best servers you want to send home when you're finna get busy? Yeah. I don't consider you one of my best servers. And then I justified all the facts saying the wait on a Monday, the amount of people that I have to grab that want to talk to you and compliment me on what I'm doing and the grade A customer service that I'm giving. Yeah. And you're going to try to sit here and say, I'm not good at what I do. I literally told her, I said, well, you know what? That's the case. I'm going. It's going to hurt you way more than it's going to hurt me. Yeah. And the beauty of it was all the hosts, everybody was hurt. They were like, wow, he's gone. Because I was finna get ready. I was a trainer, too. So a lot of those hosts that were finna get ready to be servers, I was going to train them. Like, literally, anybody I've trained become great at what they do. Got it. So she literally was like, yeah, no. So I'm like, all right, I'm gone. They was sad. I had a bunch of regulars that came in that Sunday. Yeah. The host told them what happened, and they left. They said, we'll never come back. Wow. We'll never come back. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Up.
That shows your worst, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And then, like you were saying, in real life, as soon as that happened, I got in the car. I went home. I found a beat that I'd already liked. Wrote a song. It took about probably 45 minutes. Yeah. Wrote a whole song about everything. Whole little diss track. Yeah. About that woman trying to sit up there and say, I wasn't great at what I do. And the beauty of it was that I snipped a little bit. I did a little snippet of it on my Snapchat. Okay. It was like, hey, if y'all want to hear the rest, let me know. And my Snap started blowing up. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So I dropped it all on my Snap. It was before I had dropped it, like, publicly everywhere yet. Yeah. And that whole day, that next couple days, I'm already done working at Roadhouse, but that was just the talk of Roadhouse. And she heard it. She heard every bar.
She heard it.
She heard it. She heard it. And the beauty of it was, probably a month or so, I had to go to the store, go to H-E-B down there, and I was going to the bank. Yeah. Saw her. She tried to walk fast. Like, I saw her. We made eye contact. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah. Real life. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I'm never down. Yeah. You know, I'm always in high spirits. So I'm just saying, even from that, where I lose my job. And that's the same way, you know, as far as my radio station career. I got, you know, I got laid off during the summer, you know, from what I consider was like a dream job to me. And I was feel like I was doing my thing. I'm never down, made a move. I'm making more money than what I was when I was doing that. So, you know, it's a blessing. God always working. You got to keep high spirits. You know, I've always had that grinder mentality in me, and that's going back to, you know, my mama and that foundation she laid, you know. It wasn't always easy for her. Like, we had some tough times, you know, donations, all that. We been through it. And I just remember back to them days. That's that fire that keeps me going. So, like I said, that's why anybody I see down, I try to throw some words at them because, you know, I say I'm a young man, but I'm wise, you know. I've been around the block.
Yeah.
So
Already.
Straight up, man. We're going to take a quick break right here. This is G. He right here in the studio. This is track I Don't Know. And we're going to come back to it. Hey, yo, AP! What you gonna say right here? Let you right here.
She keep chasing my phone. I ain't even there trying to play no games. Really just be me and game. Say she want a thug, but I'm not bad enough. Say she want a bad, but she want help, and then I ask her, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Say she want a thug, but I'm not bad enough. Say she want a bad, but she want help, and then I ask her, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I ask her what she want from a nigga. And she said, boy, some money, some figures. But she lay in her bed off a jigger. She open her legs, I'ma get her. I had to hold my fist, don't hit her. She like my rhymes, my riddles. She like to ride shit citrus. I like her buns, McGriddles. I mix up like a chiller. My shit too real, you ain't real. My shit too true, you ain't chillin'. Gotta not kill, I'm a killer. Nah, shit feel, I'm a filler. She get mad, ooh, I don't hit her. Throw 2 fists, weave, I don't hit her. Know you shitty, you a shitter. My daddy made beans, I'm a shitter. I ain't in here cheating, I'm a sinner. Okay, I lied, you the winner. I'ma leave my team in a rental. Get hungry, that's it. Yeah, I know it get hard like croutons, but you gotta be a man, stay big man. Say she want a thug, but I'm not bad enough. Say she want a bad, but she want help, and then I ask her, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Say she want a thug, but I'm not bad enough. Say she want a bad, but she want help, and then I ask her, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I know that it's hard to keep your mind sane. I know that it's hard cause I play mind games. I know that it's hard to keep your mind sane. I know that it's hard cause I play. Fuck that, not my fault, it's yours. Big chick on tours. You drunk, drink chorus. No hoes, no whores. My flow. Don't knock my door. We want it, we own. We got it, we gone. I know that it's hard to keep your mind sane. I know that it's hard cause I play mind games. We play mind games. Say she want a thug, but I'm not bad enough. Say she want a bad, but she want help, and then I ask her, what's happening? What's up? What's up? What's up? Say she want a thug, but I'm not bad enough. Say she want a bad, but she want help, and then I ask her, what's happening? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thought I told you stop calling my phone.
I told you stop calling my phone.
I told you stop calling the phone, man. Hey, man, your boy OzzeyDoesIt took the head mic from boy JT one time for the one time. Back on the Catch You on the Rebound podcast. My boy, that was my boy G right there with his track. What's the name of that thing, man?
It's called I Don't Know.
I don't know. Hey, be looking for that one, man. I'm sorry, we might have to do us a little collab one time for the one time, man. For real. But hey, we gonna get back to talking. My boy Coach Garvin, man. Let the world know your coaching history one time for the one time, man.
Let's see. I coached Pee Wee football for 19 years.
Okay.
Right now, me and my wife, we have a track team, 360 Speed Elite.
Okay.
We've been coaching for maybe 15 years in track.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. That's all I can say, man. You know, a guy asked me the other day, how many kids do you have? I said, probably about 1 million.
Yeah. I don't think, a lot of people looking on the outside in realize, the importance of how, I know, that's what me and JT were actually talking about this when we were on the way over here, right. Of how, the effect of those younger coaches, those coaches when you're really coming up, right. The impact they have, because there's stuff still now. I remember from my Everman days, think just in life in general, a lot of people don't realize, once you do hang up the cleats or you hang up the basketball shoes or whatever, the things I know I miss more than anything is that camaraderie, that brotherhood, Oh,
most definitely.
Yeah, everything that you go through with those people. And then, those life lessons that you learn at times when you yay high and you think like, oh, I don't want to run this lap. I don't want to do this. But now you think back like, wow, that's the kind of how that sets you up for life because you've made it through. Right. You fought through. And that just any other adversity that comes at you in life that causes you to, man, I did it back when I was little and wasn't even thinking about it. Now it's nothing now,
Exactly. Yeah. That's what it's about. I always feel like that football was a game of life, and it teaches you things that you don't, you may not want to do certain things, but you go do it regardless because it's a part of your team.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You gotta definitely do what you do. And I mean, like I said, it builds that stuff in you to make it through adversity and the challenges of life because, like I said, sports adds that character.
Right.
Through the challenges that you may have to do in life and different things. And like I said, I hate when I hear, some parents are worried about their children playing sports thinking of the potential injuries. I mean, there's a lot of things that you may have to deal with getting injured in life. One thing of it is the life lessons and everything that you learn from sports and the brotherhoods and everything. I know for me, playing college ball and everything, like literally they say, a lot of the people you meet in college, some of your boys and everything, those end up being your brothers for life.
Right.
And I got you. And then it's just like really and truly, like they're my brothers. Like we talk all day, every day.
Right.
It's not a day goes by where I don't talk to one of them some kind of fashion, Mm-hmm. And not to say that you don't still be with some of your boys, from elementary, middle, high school, or, through sports when you were younger. But it's just more when you really get to that higher level and those boys you done been through stuff. Like I know JT can relate as well, traveling all over with people and those experiences that you can't replace those. There's no words for them.
You never can. I like to see the fact that you say that y'all stay in touch with college, but y'all stay in touch with Pee Wee.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, like I said, the number I feel like may not be as big, right. But you still got those few, like, hey, like I said, me and JT been boys since we about 4 or 5 years old.
Man,
that's for real.
Yeah, for real.
Northside Elementary.
Barely good talk.
Yeah, at all.
For real.
Right. But man, during our break, my boy G had his I Don't Know track going. We had us another guest come in, my boy AP, Andrew Powell. Yes, sir.
What's going on? The private jet landed a little late.
Hey, hey.
Cloudy outside, can't control that, So,
hey, it gets like that sometimes,
I try to listen in where I could though, so I like what's going on, so I'm ready to jump in.
Man, well let the world know a little bit about yourself, man.
Boom, boom, boom. If it's your first time seeing me on the show, Andrew Powell, Dallas, Texas. JT and I have been cool for a while now. We connected to the Ladder Men's Group. Shout out to at the Dallas Ladder. Bible studies on Tuesdays. Definitely come out if you can. We got men's group, women's group. Boom, boom, boom. Mixtape horns. But yeah, man, just coming. See what I can add to add to the conversation today.
Okay. I'm liking what I hear. Like, actually, talking to JT is my first time hearing about the ladder group. So if you could maybe elaborate a little bit more to let people know what we got going on over there.
Okay. So the ladder group started by AJ Washington. Basically, he was trying to come together, and you could almost say create like a micro ministry. So I went to school with him, Texas Tech, where we first met. So it's kind of bringing people together. As we've progressed, he's definitely progressed in his leadership and whatnot. And, I mean, we went from starting with like 2, 3, 4 people to, I want to say last week we had like 30, 40 people.
Oh, wow.
Packed in his living room.
Yeah. Okay.
We took a picture. I had to go on the steps just to get in it.
Yeah.
Right? So it's pretty cool watching it grow. And then, I consider myself somebody who's like, committed to faith and religious, but I'm definitely not the most strictest religious person, moving that direction or in the right direction. But, sometimes I think reasons I didn't go to Bible study or wasn't as involved as I felt like you had, every button, and everything sharp and whatnot. And it's not just come as you are, good conversation, good likely-minded people. So I like the environment. It's a good time to check in, check out,
Definitely. I feel, in these days and times, it's definitely good to have a spiritual relationship, and like you were saying, I feel like I know at a younger age too, it's like, I don't know if I want to go to the Bible studies and everything because it feels like it's just I need to be on the up and up. I feel like I'm going to get frowned upon, because I feel like, in our younger days going to church, you had your certain Sundays. It was always this certain attire, that,
Button downs.
Don't get me wrong. I like to do that every now and then. I like to steal a show. Yeah. But, sometimes I just want to keep it nice and casual, go get my word, keep it moving.
Just be comfortable, it's easy to like, I think for some people too, is like if you don't feel like you're fully committed to making the right decision 24/7, like, I'll put it off a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is too, especially for us men. It's like, you know what? I think I'll be ready when I'm like this age.
Exactly. And then, the beauty of it is that, I feel, I'm pretty sure you can relate to this in some way. I know with me, I was younger, had systemic lupus and everything. So it was times when, they were trying to say I wasn't going to be here. Like, supposedly I was supposed to be gone at 13, 27 now. So that's why I feel like I have such a upbeat way of looking at life because I'm supposed to already been gone. I done quote unquote, doubled my life expectancy, you know? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
I already
Shit.
That'll put you in the Guinness World Record.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Double life expectancy.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's why everybody's like, why are you just always, such a good mood? I'm saying, bro, I'm happy. I'm here and I'm living life, Feel like I'm trying to, capture some dreams and, get into the money, Yep. So I feel like, at some point in life, I feel like everybody kind of had that situation where, they felt like that spiritual moment in life, like, hey, God is looking out for me. So would you mind sharing maybe when that moment of life came for you, when you were like, okay, somebody watching my back,
I would definitely say it's like when I was in school, college, it was easy not to go to church or be involved, right? It's very easy. You don't know anybody. I went to high school in Seattle.
Okay.
Right? So I was born in Dallas, moved around a lot. Went to high school in Seattle. So I was Texas Tech 2008. I don't know a single person on campus, right? And I had just been in Seattle for 4 years. So, long story short, my mom was really, really sick, right? And it was like, she had cancer and it was really bad. And it was kind of to the point, where I was hearing like, it was just like a lot of optimism and thankful she's here, she's good, right? But it wasn't, for a little bit, it was like pretty serious. So when I saw how she recovered from that, I said the second time she had cancer, she had to do the chemo. So I got to take her to chemo a couple times, seeing her go through that and how upbeat she was. And every time she'd be upbeat, she's always like relaying back to like, God's got my back. Like, I have to be here. Still, I got to see y'all get married, see y'all buy a house, see y'all do this kind of stuff, right? So when I saw she was upbeat, and then I know she was real hard on her diet, and I saw her like, her hair come back, weight come back, and now she's running around. I was like, okay, her faith was that strong that she was more positive than the people helping her sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you gotta be.
Yeah, that's like a living testimony right in front of you.
Oh,
for months, for years. You know what I mean?
For sure. To see somebody going through what many would just think one of the probably most painful times of their life, and then just to see them with a smile and upbeat.
Like you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's strength.
Yeah, that's strength. That just shows you like, okay.
Yeah, like I feel like she basically accepted like, look, this is gonna happen to you, and this is your testimony for your kids and everybody around you, and she accepted it. You don't
He
always.
molded you.
Yeah, I mean, real talk.
Yeah, and
a lot
just
of
like-
other people. Like I got friends' as parents have had similar things. My mama called them ASAP. Boom, 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 boom. Like you gotta accept what your purpose is or part of your purpose.
Yeah. And like I said, you never know when that may be. It may be just the slightest little thing, and it's just like a light bulb. Like,
Boom.
you kind of look around like, hey, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Hey. And it's crazy when that moment comes and you kind of get that little warm feeling, like, ooh.
It's like everything's out of your hands. Like,
God is real.
God is
what it
real.
is.
That's why, we talk about our music and everything. It's so many, I know me, like I said, trying to bring a bit of the real rap vibe back. I always try to make sure, I let it be known I'm a firm believer in God, That's why I say I'm not the most devout Christian by any means, but I have a great relationship with the Lord, I feel like. Try to make that known and everything I do in a way. It's not like I'm finna sit here and beat the Bible down your throat. But, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm definitely a firm believer of God and Christ, and, it's a blessing. Every day I wake up, like, I literally, me and my fiance, we always wake up, thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Miranda.
Yeah, shout out to Miranda, She actually hit me while we was here. She probably wondering, like, hey, man, I'm working right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you hollered after. She don't even know.
She don't even know. But, hey, we working. We working, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, this is boy Jordan Tolbert. Jordan Tolbert with the Catch You on the Rebound podcast, man. We're going to take another break here, man. I'm finna hit you with one of my new bangers right here coming at you. Be dropping soon, man. Determination, go something for my underdogs out of here, man. The grind is never ending. Keep pushing, man. We'll be back.
OzzeyDoesIt, yeah. This one right here for the underdogs. Ha, keep pushing. Yeah. Determination. Been through a lot of trials and tribulations. I ain't worried about going through humiliation. We about to take the game over. Infiltration. Every day I wake up and go and get to it. Fire running through my veins, feeling like fluid. I know I got haters wishing on my downfall. Yin yang twins, I get it, window to the wall. That means this grind never gon' stop. And I be damned if I'm not getting to the top. All I speak is real life, yeah, it can't fly. I promise your girl of my brand of hip-hop. He ain't talking about trapping, he ain't talking guns. But he say he love his girl and getting to the funds. She say he got a nickname, Breadwinner Ozzy. It's a shame that his heart already got stolen. Yeah, determination. Been through a lot of trials and tribulations. Ain't worried about going through humiliation. We about to take the game over. Infiltration. Yeah, I've been counted out since day one. But now the world's starting to see where I'm coming from. Proud product of the south side of Fort Worth, Texas. I roll in a Dodge Dart, don't got a Lexus. But best believe I keep that money rolling, bro. Best thing smoking, but my name not Young Dro. I'm determined to be great anywhere I go. Any stage I rock, I'm putting on a show. You better get this feature now while the price low. I'm taking off like a rocket, yeah, I'm about to blow. Clutch factor, hit the game when it free throw. Future shining bright just like Soul Glow. Yeah, determination. Been through a lot of trials and tribulations. Ain't worried about going through humiliation. We about to take the game over. Infiltration. Yeah, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Yeah, keep pushing to the top. Yeah.
Hey, we back.
Right.
Hey, we back. Hey, appreciate that. I know y'all wondering when that's gonna drop, man. It's coming out soon. I got a little anthem for Fort Worth finna drop February 28th for the city. Coming out on all platforms, man. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, like I said, we've been in our bag. We've been working. Slowly but surely we're gonna open up the vault.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we got some things working. But like I said, kind of to go back once again, like I said, Catch You on the Rebound podcast back, my boy Jordan Tolbert. Let your boy Ozzy run the board for the day. Beyond thankful for it. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, like I said, we gonna kind of get into this music thing a little bit, man. I feel like everybody has their different genres of music they listen to and everything. And I know, being somewhat of a maybe poverty-stricken, environment that some of us came from, hip-hop, and especially the black community, how powerful it is to us. And, yeah. Like I know, like I said, we were talking before we came back, before we pulled up here, just how powerful music has been, you know, especially being a situation now to kind of being a platform to where you can kind of share your stories and everything through music. And, you know, that's kind of my thing is like I was saying in the song, you know, I want to do something for the underdogs. You know, I want to put that real out there and let them know, like, hey, you know, the story's going to get out there, you know. So that's why I was saying I want to put my stuff out there to kind of give some people that little inspiration, that something to push them, you know. Yeah. So my boy G, you know what I'm saying? I know you've been doing your thing with the music. I mean, what with hip-hop, I mean, I feel like, you know, from one artist to another, there's something that makes you want to make music.
What's something that makes me want to make music?
Yes, sir.
People watching, if that makes sense.
Okay, I feel like.
I'm a quiet kid. Like,
okay,
I got a lot of stuff going through my mind, but I don't really say a lot. So it's like I get a lot of time to just view people.
Yeah, so that's kind of like your outlet in a way. Yeah. Like to let people know, like you may see this one kid here, and I know for me, it's like some people I've had come to shows and stuff, and they be like, "Bro, who is this?" They're like, "Who is this dude on the stage?" Like, you know, versus it might be not what you see, what you know Oliver as. OzzeyDoesIt. This is a whole different mantra. You know, this is a whole other personality right here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with me, like you were saying, you know, it kind of, I feel what you're saying. People watch, it's like, let y'all know, like, don't let, you know, this quiet, cool, calm demeanor fool you.
How people react to the things you say and they like, what? You know what I mean? Your songs, and they like, you don't never say stuff like this in person. It's just.
It's like, hey, you don't know what's all going on up here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the mind. Yeah, the mind is a beautiful thing. Oh, yeah. Really? Yeah, we know you hard. We heard it. We heard in the track. We know you hard. And my boy, Coach Garvin, when would you say your first experience you felt like some hip hop really kind of touched you? Like, you know, hip-hop? Yeah, put us on game. We know you got some wisdom over there. That's what I'm saying.
But you know, I would say maybe like, I don't know, man. I'm like a Tupac. You know, big era, you know.
Okay.
Now, as far as music, just, you know, I grew up on Al Green, you know, Marvin Gaye, all that type of stuff, you know.
Okay.
I'm just, I don't know, you know, it was more of the hard era that I came up in, you know. So, you know, we were more, I guess, like gangster, you know. So that's just what I came up on, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like UGK, you know, just real.
Okay, that real,
Inspired this whole generation, man.
Yeah, a lot of instruments, you know, just stuff that touch you, you know. You don't even listen to the music because you're like, man, listen to these drums.
Yeah.
I'm going hard on these drums, you know. Stuff like that, you know. So and I'm real with music, you know. I love music. You know, I love music because I listened to your daddy all my life, you know.
Man.
He played everything. He played everything.
Yeah. What all did he play?
Well, I'm talking about as far as music, you know.
Music,
all different kinds.
All
you know,
genres,
man,
bro.
what is this? You know, you might be on the phone singing, you know, you just can't tell, you know. But you was gonna get music out of my family.
For
sure.
Period. Yeah.
And that's that's the beauty of seeing how, you know, beautiful music is. You're saying that just made the family. It's a thing that can really touch you no matter what genre it is. You know, you see people all different walks of life, different races. It's music. And like it'll be somebody you don't even know. Let you be singing the words to something. Maybe you walk and singing something. Let that person know the song before you know it. Y'all sitting there harmonizing and everything. Just And that's the beauty of it. So JT, your turn, man. When?
Well, shoot, like you say, like just having my daddy around, like I just would go through all his CDs and stuff like that. Right. And when we was young, he didn't want us listening to rap. I'm like, you playing it in your car, you playing it in the house. Like, how can I not listen to it? But obviously, like I fell in love with hip hop first, but like he also had like Prince and like all these different other artists. So like, so I love like Donny Hathaway and all them. And like you said, like the sounds and the stories they was telling. It seemed like the songs nowadays don't necessarily have a story. Some of them do, but majority of them, like the pop stuff, they don't. They just talking about a whole lot of bullshit.
No substance.
Big facts.
So like Jay-Z, when I first heard of Jay-Z, like I fell in love with his music. But then from Jay-Z, like you say, you go back to UGK. I feel like UGK influenced this whole generation. And they don't necessarily.
Yeah, Pocket Full of Stones. I know about Pocket Full of Stones.
Yeah, come on now.
We go back and listen to it.
Most people hear UGK, you know, and they go to them newer songs.
Features
Pocket Full of Stones. That was when it was real.
Wagon Wheel.
It was just real, and just for us all together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we related to the songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Outkast, man. Like he loved Outkast, man. So he was
all South, really.
Yeah.
really South. Yeah.
Like that, I feel like it's nothing like that kind of that early 90s, like late 80s, that South push that came. And like especially Outkast was the ones that really put the South on the map.
Yeah. Exactly.
They really did.
Exactly.
Versus everybody, because at that time, you know, it was mainly West Coast, East Coast. That was it. Yeah. Nobody wasn't talking about nobody down south.
The Source Awards.
Yeah, real
South
deal.
got something to say. Yeah, the Source Awards.
Yeah, and it's just crazy to see how far, like, you know, people look at Texas, look at Louisiana, just like it's a power in music now.
Oh yeah.
Versus them days where people were like, oh, yeah, but now like we here.
Even D-Town.
Yeah.
Easy, Trap Boy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of music. It's a lot of good music out here, you know.
It's a lot of good music.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that's another thing as an artist myself, you know, you got to find a way. How do I stick out? You know, that's your thing. You got to find a way, you know, to stick out, because it's a lot of people I know that's got some fire music.
Right.
But it's just they don't know how to push it, or, you know, you gotta have a, you know, method to the madness, if you will, you know, how to do everything. Because like I said, it's a lot of people that got some dope messages that need to get out here, and, you know, it's just they not finding a way to just break out, because, you know, it's probably 40, 50,000 songs that are dropped every day.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah, real life, all different genres. So it's like you got to find a way. How do I find a way to stick out? Yeah. So, man, like AP.
What's going on, man? So, I guess for me, man, I'm kind of all over the place. So, you know, growing up, my mom, she's from Trinidad, so I was always hearing like calypso, soca, reggae. Okay. But I always like dancehall a little more. It's a little closer to like, you know, you could say almost modern trap music or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So I like dancehall. But growing up too, I was in jazz band, symphonic band, marching band. So I was kind of over the place, man. I'd listen to like some Red Hot Chili Peppers and some Nas.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm all over the place, but that's part of my little fusion right there.
I mean, I like it, and that's just, and then you see more and more. That makes me think. You said Red Hot Chili Peppers and Nas. That makes me think back, you know, to the '80s when, like, you know, Run DMC and like Aerosmith came together. You know, yeah, exactly, just to show you how, you know, different genres of music and people find those niches, how to bring them together. It's kind of like, you know, Lil Nas X, and Billy Ray Cyrus, how they the Old Town Road. Some people,
song of the decade.
Yeah, like people say if they want to, you know, some people are trying to say it was lame, but think of how the different avenues. Yeah, exactly. The different avenues of people that brung together.
That's what it is. Is who is it lame to?
Exactly. I know, right? Exactly.
Who we talking about?
Exactly.
And do they matter?
Exactly. Because think of it is, if, for example, my fiance Miranda, her little niece knows that Old Town Road song word for word. She's 3 years old. Her and a bunch of little kids. I got the horses in the back. Yeah, like just word for word the whole song. And it's just like, that's my thing. That's when, you know, you doing something. When your music is touching kids like that, you know, that's when you really got something on your hands that's powerful.
A lot of power.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just saying, years from now, it's gonna we gonna be gray and old. We gonna Old Town Road come on. We gonna still know that thing. Word.
So tour life gonna be the oldies.
Oh man,
I can't even imagine that.
Have y'all ever just like laid down, relax, and listen to some Chop and Screw, Sade? Some Chop and Screw, Sade. That's a vibe.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a vibe. That's the recommendation for the week.
Chop and Screw, Sade. Wow.
Indian meditation session.
Man, it's just relaxing.
Wow.
I mean, there's so many fusions of music out there, right?
Yeah.
So I used to sample, used to make beats. That's what I started doing in college when I stopped, you know, doing jazz band and stuff, right? And when you start playing with the beats and stuff, there's so much creativity and like just ways to play music that's old or new. That's just, you know, relaxing. Anything Chop and Screw go hard almost. A lot of good Chop and Screw music.
Yeah. Wow. He said the shot. Wow. I'm about to see about that. Like,
because I don't like Chopped and Screwed, but I do like Sade. So, you know, so therefore, you know.
Some people be too choppy, you know? It's like some people are like cutting onions, you know, like a nice little.
You gotta let it vibe.
Chop,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sampling has always been cool to me though, because you can bring the old back with the new.
Yep.
I'm saying every few years somebody gonna sample a song that we all probably heard, and they gonna bring it back.
So what y'all think about Tory Lanez? I heard a lot of people always saying some people like Tory Lanez, or they always say No, I'm just saying like Chicks Tape and everything
Chicks
like that.
Tape.
But a lot of people say all his music sampled.
What you think, G?
I think he talented. I think he one of the most talented in the rap game right now.
Them Chicks Tapes deserve a Grammy, bro.
Yeah.
The Chicks Tapes are fire. I'm a Tory Lanez fan. So
Yeah,
I like
no.
What?
No, for real. Like, just thinking, I know me, whenever I really be peeping somebody, and then I like to see they freestyles and stuff, you know.
I watch freestyles.
So I don't watch plenty of Tory Lanez when he go, you know, with Funk Flex and
I seen those.
Sway.
Sway.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's different. That's different.
Y'all picking one artist to go bar for bar. Who you gonna pick? Freestyle battle. One artist.
You know, once upon a time, I would say Meek Mill.
Yeah,
Once upon a time.
I just don't know. I feel
Once
like
upon a time, I would say Wayne.
that's what I was feeling too.
2000,
like,
2009, Wayne.
I maybe still pick Meek, but I feel like he'd be picking, choosing battles now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't like I'm want to see Meek Braids Meek.
Braids Meek.
Braids Meek.
Rose.
Yeah, Braids Meek.
Hey, Meek go hard though, but I still don't know. I don't know if he would.
What you think, G?
Are we talking like a rap battle or just who got bars?
If they go
Rap
to
battle.
Funk Flex,
Oh, and it's a competition.
nah, it's
between
straight.
freestyle.
It's just straight.
freestyle.
Just straight
They changing the
freestyle?
beat.
I'ma
Tigger in
go-
the basement.
Tigger in the
I
bass.
think I'm gonna go.
Took it back.
I got two. Okay, I'm
Alright.
gonna go Wayne,
Yep.
Yeah.
but that's kind of like
Old Wayne.
old Wayne, yeah. old
Okay.
Wayne.
Old Wayne.
But then I'm gonna go Young and May.
Oh yes. I'm with you.
She go hard.
I am
Last
all.
freestyle was
She
hard.
go hard.
I am all the way with you with that. Me and my girl be bumping Young and May.
Car
Tough.
Confessions.
She lyrical.
Yeah, she go hard.
She
go
is
hard.
tough.
Analogies, all that.
That
She
Car
is-
Confessions.
She's
Track.
tough. I like that answer. I was like, okay,
Hey, You
yeah,
know who used to go hard back in the day too? Ludacris.
yes.
Who was that
Ludacris
dude?
freestyling.
First tape I ever bought Ludacris back for the first time. Back in the Gap. Yes.
I remember the CD collections, yo. Everybody used to have
Yes.
these CDs.
Bear and chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beer and chicken, word of
I
mouth.
don't know what the sex is. Bunch of-
Yes.
I still listen to him here and there, like the Ludaversals, but it's like,
Yeah, you know, he ain't.
There's a lot of real music out there, but you know, you get caught up trying to listen to the new stuff.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
kind of forget about them.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people still prominent out here. Think of it is Luda. He'll every now and then he'll drop you a song, just let you know I'm still around.
He's
but-
retired.
He getting movie
Yeah.
money now.
He getting-
though.
yeah,
He getting that
exactly,
movie
and I ain't-
money, so that's
Hey, I ain't mad at the man. You know, it's crazy to see how many people now using hip hop as kind of that, like they do their
jump.
thing in hip hop, and now it's like, let me get into these other avenues.
for real.
Well, you kind of graduate, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Graduate. I would think that you want to, you know what I'm saying? Because once you do so much music, you know, people are starting to look at you and, you know, say, well, we've been doing all this music. Well, you want to be a better person, you know what I'm saying? You want to go to the next level.
yeah.
So,
Older kids and everything. You can't
Yeah.
be talking about this. You can't be talking about tip drill the whole life, your whole life.
Exactly.
Hey,
and
look at them
culture.
then and now. It's
right.
like,
Yeah, you change, yeah.
It did. It make me think.
You right, though.
You right. You dead on. And that make me think too. So shout out, you know, this is the Boondocks. You know, I'm pretty sure pretty prominent cartoon for us. They make me think back.
R.I.P. too.
Yeah. Oh man, R.I.P. John Witherspoon. Yeah. I make me think back to the one episode with Gangstalicious. And he was saying, I used to have, when I was a kid, I used to have nightmares about Ice Cube murdering my whole family. And whoop, whoop, whoop. And then Riley was like, talking about Ice Cube to do the children's movies?
Yeah, because they don't even know.
Like, you don't know, like, Cube.
The nice guy?
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know NWA.
They don't know NWA, the Predator, like, Cube was...
Man, what was that like though? Like to be there, to live in that, like during that generation, like when all that
Well,
was happening.
Man, it's crazy because we were young and we weren't thinking ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like, man, a lot of times our lives was in danger, but we didn't know it. You know
Y'all
what I'm
was
saying?
having fun.
We were just having so much fun, you know? So
Yeah.
it's hard to explain because it was just crazy.
Yeah.
Because we were just living.
Yeah.
We were just living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get it.
Just
we get
adapted to the environment,
Right.
right?
So right now, you know, they say there's a lot of killing going on and whatnot. It's always been killing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to plenty of funerals. So it's nothing different. It's just that you have social media that tells you every day.
True.
You know, but it's
Yeah.
nothing different about it.
True.
Yeah, the power of social media is crazy. Like I said, when anybody passes, now it's like as soon as something happens, everybody knows. It's no speculation.
For the people in their family know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just social media, but nothing has changed.
Yeah. And you saying that, R.I.P. my boy Kobe. That's first thing. As soon as you said that, it made me think of it.
Same thing.
Like we all knew before his wife.
Yeah.
She found out from TMZ.
TMZ, yeah.
That's cold.
That's cold. Like, and that just shows you how, times are now. People are worried about people getting them clicks and everything versus, the well-being of the family before you break some news like that,
Exactly.
No chance to cope, off guard.
Just, yeah.
It's crazy.
My husband and my child are gone. I find out through you. Like, you don't even think, let me try to contact them. Let them know and see, like, do she give us our blessing, the blessing to spread this word along to let everybody know versus just, we finna do it. We TMZ.
See, that show you greed right there.
That
just show
It's
you
almost
greed.
like standard.
Yeah.
Like it's a standard practice. That's like normal. Be surprised if it didn't happen.
Yeah, because they probably they didn't think twice about it. They just like,
no,
Kobe passed out. We got to get this out. We got to be the first ones. We got to be the first ones because end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. Like I know I was chilling with my girl and I looked on. I was like,
I didn't believe it.
Kobe, whoa. And then what was so messed up about it was, there was so much speculation. Nobody knew exactly who died. So there was all those, Rick Fox and all these different people. They were saying, "Pass." Like, imagine how you feel. You Rick Fox and you chilling somewhere and.
Talking about you dead.
They saying you did.
R.I.P. to the rest of the people that passed too, though.
Yeah, true statement. Because
talk about
They
just
whole
Kobe.
family.
yeah, you're right.
That's true.
Very
That's
true.
true.
Because
There's a lot of families
there's a
in
lot
there.
of families and it's crazy. That was something that Kobe and them did all the time. Just so they could bypass traffic to get where they needed to go to.
Yeah.
I saw the funeral for the other family. One of them, like the Alto Belly, I think, something like that. And it was like the dad, the mom, and a daughter. So now it's just a son and two daughters. I was like,
It's like your whole.
There's a lot more families that was affected other than COVID.
Yeah.
But it's social media.
Glorified.
Those matters. They don't really matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think too. Also, is like a lot of people all knew Kobe for like 20 years. Like the family we feel bad, but we don't have that. People aren't as attached because we don't. I don't know.
We don't really know them.
Yeah, it's definitely sad.
Right.
It's very
Most
sad.
definitely.
And it's just the point of thinking like especially you were saying that those kids don't have no parents anymore. Yeah. Like it's like what do we do? Like your whole life is just like what do we do?
Exactly.
In the in the snap just like that. So I mean that's why I know every day now you got to be thankful because you never know.
Yeah. That's true, man.
And you saying like blessings to all those families and everything. What I was like you were saying, AP, like as far as how I hit with Kobe, it's just like a lot of people like Kobe was a hero. That's the reason some people picked up a ball.
Yeah.
You right.
Yeah. And that's why it hit so many people and like it really I was just hurt more than anything. Like I was just like wow, because that's somebody you think as far as Kobe, that's somebody. That's gonna live forever. He had so many.
Well, they most certainly weren't expecting him to go so soon.
No, because Kobe, I feel like he had so many avenues of life that were opening, other things that he was involved in.
He was doing a lot.
He was, man, won an Oscar. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but that's another thing that just shows you, you can't take these days for granted at all either. You got to make the most out of every day because it's a blessing here, and you never know.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
You never know, man.
Right.
Got like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah. That time.
Okay.
Well, I guess let me say this to y'all.
Go ahead.
Coming up, man. Both of y'all. I just say this: going down the street, you have an option to go left or right. You know what I'm saying? And I really like the direction that y'all went. You know what I'm saying? Because you, as well as y'all know, I know what direction you could have went. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I love to see that out of y'all.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's definitely appreciated, but it's just
you had a hand in it.
Yeah, you had a hand in it. Like I'm saying, that was kind of back to those Pee Wee days and everything. We remember all those little things, and it's to the point of. Being around, I ain't gonna lie, plenty of our boys, it'd be some stuff, me and JT be hanging out on the block with everybody. Yeah. Some things they want to go do. All right, cool. We gonna chill. Y'all got that.
I remember that.
We go chill.
They remember that.
Yeah, and then it came to a point, too, that everybody knew, They kind of knew how we were. They respected it, and they knew it too. They like, hey, bro, we ain't even gonna let y'all get involved with this.
Exactly.
Like y'all chill, y'all stay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of make me like, I know one instance, me and another one of my boys, shout out my boy Maxwell, one of my boys from college. We supposed to go to one block party on 4th of July. We ended up chilling, went to the crib. We've been having a good time all during the day. Went to the crib, knocked out.
Yeah.
Missed going out, but later on in the night, you hear it was a big shootout and everything at that party, that big block party we supposed to go to. So it just make you think like, hey, you never know what it could have been, but like I'm beyond thankful for everybody in the hood that's done, done rubbed off and been there, because like I said, it could have been at times where we could have took that wrong path and
easily
life could be completely different from what we doing out here now.
Right.
So for anybody from somewhat, I guess your OGs in the hood, from coaches, everybody, like it's much appreciated, man. Like for real.
Yeah.
It is much appreciated because, like I said, we know plenty of boys who have went the wrong way and are locked up forever. We got some that got a hold of drugs and you see them all the time, but you don't. That ain't the same person no more.
Yeah. Right.
And it just make you feel like, wow, bro, like. Yeah, it really hits home. It's got me sitting there really thinking, like we got some boys that. And one thing about the good old city of Fort Worth, I promise we got so many people that are dogs and talented. So many people that are talented. We really have there's so much talent in Fort Worth, but people end up making mistakes and just finding ways to not make it out. They get stuck.
Right.
They get stuck.
Right.
And it's just crazy to see, I know so many boys that are still trying now, but it's like some of them, they're past the prime. Like it's too late now. Or some people that made a mistake and they trying to get back. Right. But like it just I'm just beyond thankful that I made the right decisions, I feel like, and I'm in a situation where I've lived life. I have a college degree. Mm-hmm. I'm prospering out here,
Show them rings. Show them rings.
I'm living life.
Show them rings.
I'm blessed with 6 of these things.
You putting in work.
So it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing to be in this situation. Appreciate the love, JT, letting me come on here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful thing is, I feel like in a black community, period, there's so many points where we don't try to help each other out. We try to down each other in a sense versus, here, I rub your back, you rub my back. We all come up together. And you look at it as far as other races and everything. Think about it when you go to some of these shopping centers. You see all the Hispanic spots all in the same spot.
Townsend is not Townsend.
No black spots. Yeah.
Think about it.
I always say this, man. On social media, we are so much stronger together than we are apart.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We just don't see it.
And it's crazy that, I feel like some of us is starting to spill, some of us starting to notice it.
Right.
But I feel like it's our duty to help the younger ones coming up too to see that.
Right.
Yeah, and that's on us to help them see that because like I said, you see the big shopping centers, you have all the Hispanic spots. You see the Asian spots, they all working together.
Right.
But with us as a black community, we want to shine harder than the other person. So we want us to just to take off and, nah, bro, you good. Versus we working together, we can all come up together.
You're right.
So I'm beyond appreciative for this platform. We all trying to come up together, man. And it's something beautiful out here that's finna shine. It's going to take off like a rocket before you know it.
As long as you keep working, that's what I always tell JT, man. If it's something you love, just keep doing it. Mm-hmm. Keep doing it.
Yeah, man.
Mamba mentality.
Hey, for real. No, hey, to the T, Mamba mentality, to the T, man. Well, man, I think that's about it. We're going to wrap up this Catch You on the Rebound podcast, man. Definitely a pleasure being in this thing, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself too, JT.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm glad y'all came out of here, man. Shout out to the standouts, man. Shout out to the standouts. C.Dot Hall, we got him coming on next. Shout out to him for making me this beat.
Hey, yo, catch you on